Good day everyone, I am Jimwell and Emor from BSCPA 3A. So on this video, I'm going to show you on how to build a small network for California Sports Surface INC. So let's take a look on the case number 1. Building a small network for California Sports Surface Incorporated. California Sports Surface INC CSS is a small company specializing in the installation of outdoor sports surfaces such as tennis courts, running tracks, and football fields. CSS has an administrative staff of just 4 employees who work out of a home office. The company currently has 3 computers. The first one is a brand new Dell desktop computer running Windows XP Home Edition that was used by the President and the Vice President, which is Mark and Julie. This computer has a built-in 10/100 Mbps Ethernet network port. And then the other computer was used by Erin, the company's bookkeeper, the one who handles the company's accounting needs. This computer doesn't have a network port, but it has a computer connected. The next one is a notebook that runs Windows XP used by the company's chief engineer Daniel, who often helps with engineering needs. The computer has a built-in 10 Mbps internet network port. So the problem in here is that the computer are not networked. So whenever Mark, Julie, or Daniel wants to print, they must copy the file to a diskette to give it to Erin, who has the printer. The computer shared by Mark and Julie is connected to the internet connection. So the company wants to have a network support with these 3 computers. So what we're going to do is, let's try to use a Cisco Packet Tracer for that. So if you don't have any of these, you can download on a browser. So let's try to put a PC1 for Mark and Julie. Next is for Erin, and then the printer, and laptop for Daniel. Next is let's try to put a switch, the 10/100 Mbps switch. Next is the DSL modem that enables the firewall. Next is the PT Cloud or the ISP, the Internet Service Provider. So we have here the cable. This cable will connect all these things. So let's try to connect. When the cable shows green light, it means that the cable are all working. So I choose the switch who has a highest number of ports so that if the company wants to add additional units or computers, they can use it. So nag-green siya, ibig sabihin lahat ay gumagana. The next thing we need to do is add label to each PC para ma-identify natin kung kaninong unit or PC galing ang ating tracer. We have Mark and Julie, then Erin, and then Daniel sa ating laptop. And also we have here the printer 1, our switch, our DSL modem, and our internet service provider. The next thing we need to do is go to the desktop and IP configuration, and then let's try to put an IP address. Let's try 192.168.1.10. And then enter, that is our subnet mask, and then let's try to put a default gateway. Let's try 192.168.2.0. And then the DNS server, let's try to put 192.168.2.1. Same as in the other units, from Mark and Julie to Erin and to Daniel. We're going to put an IP addresses so that our peer-to-peer network will work properly. Next is let's go to our command prompt and then try to type ipconfig, and that's it. Our IP address, subnet mask, and the default gateway. Next is let's try to put ping, then the IP address, the 192.168.1.10, and let's see if the packet tracer has been received and sent. So we can see that the packet tracer has been sent, which is 4, and then the receive is 4, and we have no loss. So it means that our network is working. So the next thing we need to do is assign a PDU file or the packet tracer, and then let's try to the simulation. So doon natin makikita if gumagana yung ating network. So let's try to put a PDU file. So mula kay Mark and Julie papunta kay Daniel. So makikita natin dito sa baba yung status is successful. So ang source natin ay si Mark and Julie, and then ang destination ay si Daniel. So nakikita natin dito nakalagay is successful. So ibig sabihin gumagana, nare-receive at nakakapag-send. Next is from Mark and Julie to Erin's PC, also successful. Next is Erin to Daniel, successful. Next is Daniel to Mark and Julie, also successful. Next from Daniel to Erin, successful din. Next is let's try to put from Mark and Julie to printer. So kung gusto nila mag-print, makakapag-print sila na hindi na gumagamit ng diskette. Successful din. Next, Erin to printer, also successful. Daniel to printer, also successful. So lahat successful. So what we're going to do next is the simulation. Titingnan natin if gumagana siya, if nakakapag-send talaga and nakaka-receive ng files. So ayan. So kapag ka nag-check yung ating yung para mga envelopes na yan, ibig sabihin na-receive yung file or na send natin ng walang problem. So let's try. So kapag nag-X yan, ibig sabihin hindi gumagana. Let's wait for a few moment. So ayan nga, kung nakita nyo, nag-check siya, ibig sabihin nakaka-receive siya ng files and nakaka-pag-send. So ayan, tingnan natin yung last. So ayan, gumagana siya. And the problem of the company has been solved with this kind of network. That's all for this video. I hope you learned something from this. Thank you for watching.